Hello and welcome to this broadcast of the Peach Belt Conference Volleyball, Flagler versus Lander. We have a huge couple of games here today. Well, today and tomorrow. Currently in the Peach Belt, as we near the end of the season, here on senior night for Lander. Congratulations to the 3 seniors that were just honored. Flagler is sitting at first in the Peach Belt, 11-2. Augusta is sitting in second, 11-3. Lander and third at 9-4. Lander plays a back-to-back against Flagler today and tomorrow and holds the tiebreaker. Augusta will play USCA tomorrow. If Augusta loses and Lander beats Flagler both times, Lander will receive the 1 seed and will host the PBC tournament. Augusta would be the 2nd seed. Flagler would be the 3rd seed. If Lander wins both games versus Flagler and Augusta wins versus USCA, Augusta would be the outright PBC regular season champion with the 1 seed and the PBC tournament. Lander would have the 2, Flagler would have the 3. In the outcome that Flagler and Lander split either of the games and Augusta wins, Lander would finish in 3rd. Augusta and Flagler would end up tied. Flagler would get the 1 seed and Augusta would get the 2 seed. If Flagler and Lander split their games and Augusta loses, Lander would get the 3 seed, Augusta with the 2nd seed, Flagler with the 1st seed. Here we go. And we're off. Ball hit just out of play by Marley Middlebrooks. That's going to be a point for Lander. Serving now for Lander is going to be Emmy Cheek. Received on the other end. Tipped over. Miller trying to get the pass. Savalio, excuse me. Bit of a slide of the tongue there. On the ground trying to get there, but just can't reach it in time. Now serving, number 24, Cassidy Bloom. Received by Allwart and put out to Miller. And Miller with the... Excuse me, I am all over the place this morning, or evening. Miller with the point. We're going to buckle down, though. Don't you worry about that, folks. Now serving, Savalio. Received by number 3, Middlebrooks. And Middlebrooks with the kill. Perfect set, perfect hit. Point, Flagler. Now serving, number 4, Juliana Dush. Received by Butler. And put out to Miller. And Miller with the tip. Excellent way to get down. Put up by Cheek. Back out to Miller. And Miller with a hard hit. And Miller! Katie Miller with the kill. What a hit by Miller. Put up by Emmy Cheek. The ball received just a little too hard. And Miller serving again. Set up. Middlebrooks trying to put it in the back corner. Miller is there. Savalio out to Willard. Received. Put up in the air for Middlebrooks. And Middlebrooks gets the point. Miller trying to receive that. Just a little too hard on that one. Couldn't quite keep it on their side of the net. Serving now is going to be number 0, Amelia Fitzpatrick. Bit high, but received by Cheek. Savalio hit by Browning, but received. Middlebrooks and blocked at the net. Number 16, Amelia May. Goes up in the air like a great wall. You shall not pass. Serving now and subbing in, Krista Locke. put back and just out of play. That was number 6, Catherine Rank. Excellent strike, but just a bit to the right. That's going to be a point for Lander. Locke still serving. Received, a little far, but kept in play in Middlebrooks. And look at Miller. An excellent tries by both Miller and Locke to keep it in. But they just can't quite keep it in. Flagler point. Now serving, Middlebrooks. Miller receives. Savalio pushes it out to Willard. Willard gets blocked at the net. Miller kept it up in the air, but no Lander player could get there in time. That's going to be an ace for Middlebrooks. Another serve by Middlebrooks. Received by Miller. Savalio pushes it back. Willard manages to get it over. Middlebrooks with an excellent receive. Hit up in the air by Sheedy. Browning, though, able to get it back over. Put up. And that's going to be a Lander point. Hit by number 24, Bloom. Flagler claiming an out, or claiming a touch at the net. Refs saying no, no, no. And that's out of play. Now serving, Sam Altwart. Excellent serve by Allward. Put over the net. Allward receives. And Savalio! Excellent. Goes up for the set. Brings it down with the hit. Little far by Allward. It's going to be a point for Flagler. Subbing in and now serving, number 1, Katie Clancy. Clancy, received by Miller. Savalio pushing it back for Tegler. Savalio there to keep it alive, though. And Willard. And Willard with a great hit. And the try by Middlebrooks just over her head. She can't quite reach it. It's going to be a point for Lander. Now serving, number 1, Riley Willard. Willard puts it in the back corner. Received, hit by Flagler. Deflected at the net. Miller! Hey! What a kill! Katie Miller, your reigning Peach Belt Player of the Year, with another kill. She comes in on the season with 400, add a couple more tonight. And an excellent hit by number 24, Bloom. Lander trying to keep it alive, but just can't quite keep it up. Now serving, number 16, Claire Sheedy. Sheedy, received by Miller. And put back up for Miller. Miller just going to tip it up. Flagler ready for it, though. Put over by Middlebrooks. Savalio to Allward. To Miller! Killer Miller with another! My, oh my, she is on fire! Now serving, Emmy Cheek. Cheek, third on the team in aces with 33. Has had an excellent season serving the ball, but just overcooks that one. It's going to be out of play for a Flagler point. Another player to keep an eye on, number 6, Lena Savalio. 859 assists on the season. And Savalio going to put it over. Put up in the air. Hit hard. Hit hard by number 5, Meredith Dixon. But Dixon managing to put it off Miller and into the pole. Out of play, Flagler point. Now serving, number 24, Bloom. Allward misjudged the ball just a bit. That's going to be a point and an ace for Bloom. High serve. Cheek there to receive, though. And Savalio to Miller. And Miller trying to push it over, but pushes it a little far left towards the Flagler bench. Out of play. Flagler now takes the lead, 11-10. Cheek again. Back out to Miller. Miller! Oh my, oh my, oh my. Have you ever seen like this before? Katie Miller on her senior night. 5 kills. Savalio. And at the net, Miller! Katie Miller. I'm going to be saying that name all night long, it seems. Savalio preparing for the serve. Just hits it a little hard out of the back of the court. Lander and Flagler tied 12 apiece here in the first set. Now serving, number 4, Douche. Cheek manages to get to it. Savalio puts it to Miller. This one kept in play by Flagler. And Middlebrooks! Oh my goodness! Carson Browning! Looking like Michael Jordan. Browning up and the ball goes down. Now serving Katie Miller. Miller putting it in the net. Miller, along with being an insane outside hitter, has 54 aces on the season. So Lander's best server, but puts that one in the net. Now serving, number 0, Fitzpatrick. Blocked at the net, Flagler. And that's going to be out. Miller diving on the ground, but then opting to not go for it, let the ball fall out of play for a Lander point. Subbing in and serving is going to be Krista Locke once more. Locke received by Fitzpatrick, put up for Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks trying to place it, but Locke is there. Pushed out to Willard. Kept in the air. Middlebrooks again. Savalio. Miller puts it out to Browning. Blocked, but Miller keeps it alive. Savalio, back corner! Savalio with an excellent dummy set. Locke again with the serve. And Middlebrooks blocked at the net by the combination of Tegler and Browning. Browning has been absolutely impenetrable. And Flagler with the timeout. Lander taking its biggest lead of the night, 16-13. Here we are back at your Peach Belt broadcast of Lander Volleyball versus Flagler. Must-win game for Lander if they want that 1 seed and the ability to host, for the second year in a row, the Peach Belt Conference Championships. Starting this game off hot, Katie Miller, can I say her name enough? 6 kills. Let's go. Pushed back, hit hard. Wonderful hit by Rank. The block hitting, but not able to push it back over the net. So it lands on Lander's side. Serving now, Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks has been the best player for Flagler to start this game out. Up for Browning. Browning just going to get it over. Ball back over. Lander going to reset. Cheek, Savalio, Tagler going down to get it. And now out. And oh, hard hit by Emmy Cheek. The life of a libero is one full of pain, but that one does not amount to a Lander point. It's going to be Flagler 15, Lander 16. Middlebrooks cooking it a little too hard, putting it over the back of the court. Out of play for a Lander point. Going back to Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks has 3 kills, tied with Bloom to lead Flagler. 3 digs to lead the team. Now serving Allward. Received by Bloom. Put in the air. Hit by Middlebrooks. Hit at the net by Tegler. Willard with the kill. Hit at the net by the wall, but it just makes the ball go left instead of back. And Lander stretching it back out to a 3-point lead. Allward puts it in the net. That's going to be another point for Flagler off of a Lander serving error. Now serving number 1, Clancy. Received by Cheek. Put up for Miller. Miller gonna just tip it. And I think that they called a carry on that. Miller smiling, saying my bad. So we're gonna re-go Lander with an error. Received by Cheek. And Savalio going up and then setting it down. Willard putting it a little far once more. It's going to be a point for Flagler. It's a 1-point game. Lander 19, Flagler 18. Katie Miller getting to it. Savalio puts it back for Miller. Miller gets it over, and the wall of Flagler can't put it back. Instead, it falls on Flagler's side. Lander 20, Flagler 18. Emmy Cheek back up to serve. Cheek, an excellent server. Received by Bloom. Put up. And Bloom, the one to hit it, but tipped back over. And Middlebrooks can't get it over. Point Lander. Tried to put a little too much downward arc on that ball. And couldn't get it quite over the net. Cheek putting it down. Bloom has to get down and get it, but she does. And Lander gonna fashion out an attack. Oh, put back. Put back by number 25, Fleming. And I'm not entirely sure what the call was there, but it's going to go Lander's way. I'm not sure. Anyway, Cheek putting it to the right side this time. Hit, destroyed by Bloom, but destroyed a little too hard and put over the back, and Lander up 22-18. Winning this first set could be huge for them. Cheek received, put up in the air. Bloom hits. Might have been out, but Lander opting to go for it. Maybe a bad decision. Put back in the face of Miller by what appeared to be number 5, Dixon. Now serving, Bloom. Just clears the net. Cheek manages to keep it up. And hit by Butler. The receive, the hit. Butler can't quite get to that one. And the ball goes up and comes back down. That's going to be a timeout for Lander. 22 Lander, Flagler 20, in this consequential game. Back once more in Finnis Horn Arena for the Lander Bearcats versus the Flagler Saints. Huge implications for these next few volleyball games. We come back, Lander first set leading 22-20, but Flagler currently serving. Received by Quinn Butler and put out to Miller. And Miller hitting it with the force of 2 tons. And Savalio trying to put this one away. Excellent dig. The tip, Miller keeps it up. Butler, and Miller manages to get it over. Almost scores, but Bloom down to get it. Middlebrooks blocked back. Carson Browning! Carson Browning with her 3rd block. That's going to be a timeout for Flagler. We will be right back after these commercials. And we are back here, Finnis Horn Arena. 1 point to go for Lander in the first set, 24-20. Savalio trying to close it out here. One thing to note, no aces for Lander just yet, but expect that to change. An excellently hit over, but Cheek there. Miller puts it away. And the first set goes to Lander, 25-20. We will be right back after this brief intermission.
Envisioned it before. Your future. It's big and it's bold. Now, it's time to make it happen. Our experienced faculty and friendly staff work to provide a personalized and supportive academic experience that most institutions cannot match. Lander University offers fast, flexible, and affordable online and graduate programs for those who want to launch their career path to the next level. When you launch with Lander, the world will take notice. Learn more today at www.lander.edu.
One, two.
We are back here, Fitness Horn Arena, Greenwood, South Carolina. Lander taking the first set, 25-20. The hero, the leader of Lander, Katie Miller. There's just words cannot describe fully. You must just watch her play. 9 kills on 18 total attacks. One of the best players you will ever see. Another person I would like to highlight, Lena Savalio, 7 assists, having an excellent passing game as well. One more thing I'd like to point out, coming into this game, Lander is coached by Catherine Settle in her first season as head coach, her 6th with the program, however. But the interesting thing to note, Flagler, with their first year under Coach Jeff Reynolds. Now, the reason I pull that out is Jeff Reynolds formerly coached at Lander for a couple of years. So, interesting dynamics here at play. Of course, we wish Coach Reynolds the best down in Flagler. Lander, if they can continue to play like they did in that first set, are looking really, really good here. But, of course, anything can happen. Momentum can switch. Another 2 I would like to point out really quickly is both Cassidy Bloom and Marley Middlebrooks, both with 3 kills for Flagler. So a very balanced attack here for Flagler, as opposed to Lander, who, kind of leans. Of course, Savalio has 3 kills, Willard has 2, but Flagler a bit more even out with their attack. Not one person really taking control. Speaking of Willard, Willard will be serving to start the second set. Willard puts it a few inches a little too far. That's going to be a Flagler point to start off the second set. Bloom with the serve. Received by Miller. Katie Miller with another. Katie Miller is on fire today. Now serving, Imichi. Again, this Lander team has been very good this year at serving, but this today, not an ace yet. Let's see if that changes. Excellent hit there by Dixon. And Lander not able to get it over. Error by May. May going up with the spike, the set just a little too high, so she tried to tip it over, but just couldn't get enough on the ball to get it over. Dush serving now for Flagler. Received by Allward. Put up by. And what a hit! Number 5, Dixon, with wonderful instincts to block it, go back up, and slam the ball down. And again, another! Dixon going up for that one and putting it right back in Lander's faces. Dush putting it a little too far, out of play, Lander point. Lena Savalio. Received by Bloom, put up. Tip by Rank, but Lander able to be there. And Miller with a tip of her own. Dixon manages to get a hand to it, puts it out to Middlebrooks. Savalio. And Flagler now able to set up an attack. And the attack hits! Catherine Rank with a kill. Rank second of the game. Fitzpatrick now to serve. Savalio keeping it in a position that Lander can try to attack, but an error, and into the net it goes. Flagler taking a commanding lead here, 6-2. Cheek not being able to get a full hand on it, but Lander still able to get it over, but just too far right. Katie Miller. And that's going to be a timeout for Lander. Down 7-2 after a couple errors. We are back after that timeout. Flagler leading 7-2 off of a couple of kills and a couple of errors by Lander. Still serving, number 0, Fitzpatrick. Cheek, but Miller there. Put up, and a beautiful play, but a beautiful keep by Cheek. Put up to Middlebrooks. And Middlebrooks hitting it off of the block And out of play. Excellent block, but just a little too far to the right. And what a hit! Number 16, Amelia May going up for that one. And Flagler slightly out of position. Lander trying to get back in this one. Katie Miller now to serve. Middlebrooks now to hit. Deflected at the net. And Savalio trying the dummy set. Flagler ready. And Flagler with its own dummy set. Point Flagler. Attack the dummy set with the dummy set. Brilliant. Now serving, number 3, Middlebrooks. What a hit! Catherine Rank absolutely put some mustard on that one. Middlebrooks, received by Cheek. Savalio, back out to Browning! Hit at the net. Point, Lander. Lander really needs to go on a run here before it gets too out of hand. Currently 10-4, definitely within reach. Krista Locke now to serve. Set at, and what a set! Oh my goodness. Sheedy going up as if she was a set and then spiking it down. Clancy now to serve for Flagler. Trying to really take this game into the palm of their hand. Hit over on the receive. Sheedy and Miller and oh my good gravy biscuits. Fleming not taking any chances on that one. Goes up and puts it down. Savalio. And Tegler just goes a little too early trying to tip it and can't quite get it over. Tegler, a name we haven't really called yet. She has been quite good this year for the Bearcats as well. Over 100 kills. Willard. Savalio keeps it in for Willard. Deflected at the net. Sheedy. To Bloom. And right into Browning's hands. Is that Carson Browning or Dikembe Mutombo? Now serving, Sam Allward. Received by Middlebrooks. Sheedy puts it. Blocked at the net by Tegler. Savalio puts it over. Willard manages to get it over, a bit of juggling. Miller with the hit. And that's another kill for Katie Miller. Lander trying to scratch and claw their way back into this. Allwart. Received by Bloom. And hit by Fleming. But Lander able to, and what a save by Middlebrooks. Savalio, Allwart, Willard can't quite get it over, and I want to flash back Middlebrooks. I don't know if that was planned, just sticks out the left hand, keeps the ball up, and that leads to a Flagler point. Allwart receives. Blocked at the net by the combination of Fleming and Dixon, but they blocked it a little too hard. Put it out of play. Lander point, down 7. Quinn Butler now to serve. Miller. Savalio. Savalio! The set to the back corner. What a heads-up play by Savalio. And that time, Butler putting a little too much juice on it. Puts it out of play. Another service error for Lander. Lander has 7 on the game. Cheekto receiving. Miller. Sheedy up. Dixon puts it down. Lander can't keep it in. Dixon again. And Katie Miller went up and blocked that one straight down. But the ref calls it out of play. Very close call. Does not go Lander's way. Received out to Miller. Miller! Deflected at the net. What a play. Now serving, Emmy Cheek. Cheek with a bit of a knuckler there. Middlebrooks going up with it and hitting it so hard, but blocked at the net by Lander. And what an excellent play there by Dixon to tip it over. And what a play by Sheedy. Sheedy pulling her best Savalio and setting it just far back right corner where there is no Lander player to be seen. Received by Miller. Savalio to Willard, and just misjudged by Bloom. And that's going to be a point for Lander. 17-11, Flagler in the lead. Savalio trying to get her team back into this set. And the ball up, Dixon hit hard but keeps it in. Put up, Browning. Tame effort in the end, but a tame effort back from Flagler. Miller, that's not a tame effort. Blocked at the net. But Miller putting it perfectly. Point, Lander. Lander clawing back into this match. Sheedy out to get it. Puts it up for Middlebrooks. And a beautiful keep. But I think that was Quinn Butler. But then an excellent hit. Excellent all around. Cheek diving to try to keep that play alive. But just can't keep it up. Now serving number 0, Fitzpatrick. Savalio up for Miller. And kept up. Oh, what a play! Clancy managed to keep the Miller hit up and then brought back down hard by Catherine Rank. And Lander, down 19-12, takes a timeout. We will be back to see the conclusion of this set in just a moment. Hello and welcome back to this conference volleyball game for the Peach Belt. Huge implications. And Flagler up 19-12. Now serving, again, number 0 Fitzpatrick. Flagler trying to put this set away and tie it up at 1 apiece. And a miscommunication from Lander leads to an ace for Fitzpatrick. Only the second ace of the game, the only other person to have an ace. Bloom for Flagler. Butler. And Katie Miller with another. I'm about to have to stop yelling her name. I'm losing my voice. Now serving Katie Miller. And Miller uncharacteristically putting it in the net. Service error. 21-13, Flagler looking strong in this second set. Middlebrooks. Put up. Carson Browning. And Browning puts it in. Back left corner. Point Lander. Now serving for Lander. Locke. A serve specialist. Received by Middlebrook. Sheedy puts it up. And that's going to be a kill for Rank. Rank's 5th of the game. Leading Flagler. Clancy putting it up. Willard receiving it. Carson Browning. Remember that name. Lander now trying to desperately make a comeback. Received by Middlebrooks. Sheedy puts it up. Bloom, Fleming, blocked at the net. Bloom that time. Savalio to Cheek. Willard, but Middlebrooks receives. Sheedy puts it out. Bloom, and what a save by Cheek. Sheedy though, dummy set. Savalio. Katie Miller! Oh my good gracious! Katie Miller with one of the hardest kills you'll ever see. But Gracie Fleming does not care. Gracie Fleming with the block. Put up, Savalio. Out to Willard. But kept in by Clancy. And Middlebrooks gets it past the combination of Cheek and Allward, who both lay out for it but just can't keep it in. This is going to be game point. Flagler 24, Lander 15. One set Lander, no sets Flagler. Put up. And what a kill to end it. That's Gracie Fleming. Ending the second set. 25-15 for Flagler. We will be back after these messages and this break.
Over 51 years, ATC Development has been setting the standard in apartment living across the CSRA. ATC offers a diverse range of homes, crafted with quality, comfort, and convenience in mind. But it's not just about where you live, it's about how you live. Thousands have already found their perfect home at an ATC property. Call one of our communities to schedule a tour today and experience the ATC difference.
Back Steakhouse has a new three-course meal called the Aussie Aussie Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi!
With soup or salad, choice of 5 entrees, and cheesecake for dessert.
Oi, oi, oi!
It's three oys.
3 courses starting at $16.99 at Outback for a limited time.
One, two.
You've envisioned it before, your future. It's big and it's bold. Now, it's time to make it happen. Our experienced faculty and friendly staff work to provide a personalized and supportive academic experience that most institutions cannot match. Lander University offers fast, flexible, and affordable online and graduate programs for those who want to launch their career path to the next level. When you launch with Lander, the world will take notice. Learn more today at www.lander.edu.
Hello once more. Welcome back. Third set, Lander versus Flagler Volleyball. Lander took the first set 25-20. Second set, bit harder for the Bearcats. They were down the entire set, and Flagler ended up winning 25-15 to draw level. This third set, I don't think anyone needs to know, but I'm going to say it anyway, is crucial. The winner of this takes a 2-1 lead and holds the control going into both the fourth and then eventually the fifth sets, if it does eventually even get to the fifth set. So both sides really going to want to win this one. One thing I'd like to point out, Lander, normally a very fundamental team, has 9 service errors. Not necessarily the greatest, but they for certain can win this. They know they can. They just have to buckle down. Pushed out to Miller and kept up Clancy and then put over. Lander, though, able to reset and put over for Tegler. And Tegler, what a save! Middlebrooks! Oh, no! What would have been an excellent play. The ball just barely can't get over the net. What a save by Middlebrooks, laying out to keep the ball in the air. Now serving for Lander, Imby Cheek. Cheek received by Middlebrooks. Bloom, Allworth though, and Miller. Katie Miller hitting it into the wall. The combination of Dixon and Fleming putting it out of play. Lander point. Cheek with the serve. Back corner. But Flagler able to save it. And look at Middlebrooks again diving out for that. But Lander resetting. Miller gets it over. Bit of an errant serve. And oh! At first I thought that was Lander point, but it seems that Savalio made contact on it and put it out of play. This could be a Flagler point from Marley Middlebrooks. And look, Flagler is just giving all of the effort to keep the ball up. And what a play! Sheedy, dummy set to the back corner. Both setters showing off their abilities here tonight. Serving, Bloom, received by Miller. Savalio putting it up for Miller. And Miller blocked right back down by Dixon. Brick by brick, there are some walls being built today. Savalio. Lena Savalio putting that ball down. No Flagler player in the area. Point Lander. Savalio now to serve. Received and put up in the air. And oh! Bit of a miss hit for Dixon. Puts it a little too far to the left. Almost hitting me over here. I'm not in play. Either way, point for Lander, and Savalio will take it again. Hit, and in fact, almost a tip, but Savalio keeps it up. And Browning blocked at the net by Fleming. And Browning part two, she can't be blocked the second time. Point Lander. And that is an ace. Lander's first ace of the night comes from Lena Savalio. Savalio with another one. Back-to-back aces by Lena Savalio. Two excellent serves, and Lander up 7-3. Savalio can't clear the net on that one, but after a couple of excellent serves, Flagler asking for a bit of a second. I think that is number 6 Rank needing to tie a shoe. Sometimes it happens. Shoe's tied. All about safety. And a dirty serve. First one we've seen here. But Lander able to deal with it efficiently. Browning. Received by Douche. And that's out. Just, I mean, quite close. The outer ref, though, calling it out and saying Lander with the point. Miller, kept up by Schwantz. Blocked at the net. I should say deflected. Savalio, Willard. And Willard hits the pole. Great hit by Willard. But just a little bit too far outside. It's going to be a Flagler point. Now serving, Fitzpatrick. Cheek, Savalio manages to get there. Willard hits a home run with that one. But unfortunately, this is volleyball, not baseball. We're still in winter. And so that's going to be a point for Flagler. Received by Willard. And Miller showing off an excellent set. Willard with an excellent hit. Excellent. Savalio just going to try to put it back corner. Kept up in the air by Clancy. Middlebrooks. And oh my good gravy biscuits! Amelia May. Middlebrooks just tried to put it over the net. And Amelia May hit it right back in their face. Krista Locke, serve specialist, with a great serve. And an even better hit by Macy Middlebrooks. Marley Middlebrooks, excuse me. I'm still living a week ago. Middlebrooks has been fantastic today. Middlebrooks with an excellent serve. Lander and Tegler just going to put it over. Tegler perfectly placed. And that's a kill for Tegler. Lander keeping a consistent 3-point lead. And now serving Sam Altwert. And that's an ace. Lander really locking in on their serves here in this third set. That one received by Bloom. And Bloom going to be the one to hit it. Not as much mustard on that one, though. Tegler. Bloom! There was some mustard on that one, though. All that mustard making it hard for Miller to keep it in play. That's going to be a Flagler point. Now serving, Clancy. Received by Cheek. Pushed out, Miller. Miller with the kill! My voice is going to be breaking so bad because Katie Miller is on a rampage. Now serving, number 11, Quinn Butler. A freshman, she's had a fantastic rookie season. Put out, blocked at the net by Tegler, but Tegler not being able to push it back out far enough. Lander still up 3 points, though, in this very important third set. Savalio puts it out to Miller, but blocked at the net. That's Quinn Butler! Quinn Butler continues her great freshman year. Excellently hit, misjudged by Flagler. Lander point. Cheek with the serve. And another service error. Amy Cheek not on her service game tonight, but she is really giving it all on every ball that has come her way. Bloom now. Puts it out. Lander stretching their lead, 14-10. And now to serve Alina Savalio. Received, put across, but just barely tipped. Katie Miller blocked at the net. Flagler going to take this opportunity for an attack. Blocked at the net, but it's out of play for a Flagler point. Now serving, Rush. Savalio up for Browning. And Katie Miller. Need I say any more than those 2 words? Her senior night, she has been excellent. Received by Bloom. And absolutely hammered. Miller trying to throw an arm out there, but she just can't quite keep it up. Even with that, Lander's still up 15-12. Fitzpatrick in to serve and trying to change that. Savalio puts it up for Browning with an excellently placed hit. Excellent hit. Wonderful hit. Sometimes it's better about the accuracy than it is the power, and Browning showed that. Now subbing in Krista Locke to serve. Locke received by Bloom. Excellent backwards hit. Savalio. And Flagler receiving everything Lander has to throw, and Lander receiving everything Flagler has to throw. Back and forth we go. And Browning says no more. Carson Browning with another hit. Krista Locke. Put up in the air by Sheedy. And Lander able to set up a hard attack here. Tegler blocked at the net, but Browning there to save it. Willard this time. Blocked at the net, but Fitzpatrick keeps it up. And Browning again. Carson Browning has caught fire in this third set. Carson Browning has had the last 3 kills, the last 3 points. I repeat that one more time. I'm going to read off of my play-by-play right here, right now, live. Kill by Browning. Kill by Browning. Can you guess the third? Kill by Browning. Browning up to 7 kills on the night. I apologize if I'm getting a little excited. This is 2 of the best in the Peach Belt throwing heavyweight punches at each other. And on that last set, that last rally, I mean, that was the best of both teams. You had Middlebrooks, you had Miller, you had Browning, you had Bloom, you had Fleming, all of them getting their hits in and being able to be received by the other team until Carson Browning stands up and says, no more, I'm going to end this. And she puts it right down. Nothing you can do about that. Krista Locke still serving. Landers stretched their lead to a 6-point lead, 18-12. Another thing to point out, Lena Savalio, I'm going to be saying her name a lot, 23 assists. Dirty serve, oh my beautiful good gravy biscuits. A dirty ace from Krista Locke. And the Lander fans loving it. And Sheedy and Tegler went up and met at the net. And Tegler just lost out. Now serving, Middlebrooks. And Tegler making up for the error on the last play and getting the tip to make it Lander 20, Flagler 13. Now serving, Sam Altwert. Altwert does have an ace tonight, but not going to get an ace here. But Savalio with a wonderful block. She's going to put it out for Riley Willard, received by Middlebrooks. And Sheedy, that looked out to me. Sure enough, Sheedy trying to one-hand it to the back corner, but misplaces it just a little. Point, Lander. Allward, excellent serve. Flagler able to keep it up though, keep it alive. And a backward set, and a wonderful play. That is number 10, Bella Schwantz, going all out for that ball. And Flagler able to capitalize and score. Clancy serving now. And Savalio, oh my. Oh, it's beautiful. Setting it right to the back corner, inch perfect, right on the line. Butler back to serve. Middlebrooks over to get the receive. Tegler manages to keep it up. Savalio going to play it back to Butler. Blocked. What a block. That is just straight up jumping higher. Gracie Fleming. My, oh my. I just, half of these plays I have nothing to say. Bit of a service error there from Sheedy. And Lander, Emmy Cheek, not had the greatest day serving, but trying to end this third set for Lander. 2 points away, 23-15. Cheek received by Middlebrooks, put up in the air by Schwantz, and in. That is a beautiful hit from Bloom. Inch perfect, not too much on it. Right on the line. Savalio managing to stay out of the net. It's the first time we've said Miller's name in a minute. Beautiful save by Butler. Flagler keeps it up. Middlebrooks hits it. Hit at the net, deflected by Amelia May. But Miller not able to dive and get there. Lander 23, Flagler 17. Flagler trying to come back. And Bloom with a service error. Game point. Lena Savalio trying to end this one for the Bearcats and take a commanding 2-1 lead. Savalio with 2 aces on the night. Kept in the air by Schwantz. And what a save by Savalio. And then what a block. Middlebrooks can't block that one, however. Excellent block. I think it was Amelia May blocking it at the net. But then Middlebrooks with an excellent kill. And a bit of a wonky serve, but Lander able to get it over. Middlebrooks to Cheek. Savalio pushes it out. Miller kicking it a little too hard. Out to the right. Flagler point. Flagler is slowly coming back. It is now a 5-point game. Lander 24, Flagler 19. And that's just out, ending the third set. 25-19, Lander. And Lander one set away. Flagler now in a must-win situation. They must win back-to-back sets if they want this.
Back Steakhouse has a new 3-course meal called the Aussie Aussie Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi!
With soup or salad, choice of 5 entrees, and cheesecake for dessert.
Oi, oi, oi!
It's three. 3 oys.
3 courses starting at $16.99 at Outback for a limited time.
And after a little bit of Mr. Brightside, we are back for the all-important fourth set. Lander Flagler. And what is a huge, huge match. Lander, if they want to host and get the 1 seed, must win tonight. They want it. They need it. This is the first of 2 that they must win. They will also play Flagler again tonight, right back here in this arena. They must win that one as well. But right now, all they can focus on is putting this game away now. You don't want to go into the 5th set. Better to end it here and now. Let's see if they're able to close it out. Katie Miller, absolutely fantastic today. 18 kills on 43 attacks. 9 digs. Savalio, 24 assists. And a couple of aces for everyone. Locke, Allwart, Savalio. Middlebrooks with 9 kills for Flagler. Really showing off. We're underway here. Sheedy. And what a save! What a save by Butler. Put over by Cheek. Flagler keeping it alive. And Cheek can't save that one. Cassidy Bloom with the kill. Now to serve, Bloom. Allwort receives. Savalio out to Miller. Miller a bit more quiet that third set. The tip, Cheek manages to get there though. Push back out. Miller blocked at the net. The combination of Dixon and Fleming proves to be an impenetrable wall. Excuse me if I go quiet for a second. Bit of a coughing spell. Serve, received by Miller. And Miller gets it back. And Katie Killer Miller. Now serving, Emmy Cheek. And the Flagler bench having some fun. Otherwise blocked by May. And Savalio kept alive by Middlebrooks. Savalio puts it up. Allwort out to Miller. And Katie Miller with another kill, putting her up to the big stinky 2. And by that I mean 2-0. Cheek with the serve. Clancy, Sheedy, blocked, but Clancy there. Bit of a tipped ball, but Lander able to recover, and that's in. Katie Miller is locking in 3 straight points scored by Miller. And Cheek with the ace. Emmy Cheek was having a subpar night by her standards, serving the ball, but that one was about as pretty as you're going to see. Cheek this time received by Clancy. And absolutely demolished Fleming. I think I saw a bit of fire coming off the ball. Coming into the game hyped up is Catherine Rank. We love that kind of energy around here. Savalio with a beautiful, oh my good gracious. I thought Flagler was going to save that. Savalio with an excellent heads-up play, but Flagler with wonderful instincts almost saves it. But almost is not doing, and doing is Lander and Savalio. Oh my, Savalio with an ace. The first 2 sets Lander serving was a bit errant, and that's a timeout taken by Coach Reynolds and Flagler. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. I'm sorry if you continue to hear the same phrases, but this game has got me on the edge of my seat. These rallies, I mean, I've said it. In my opinion, and this is just the opinion of a humble sports commentator, this is the 2 best teams in the Peach Belt. This is 2 heavyweights throwing punches back and forth. Augusta is extremely good. All 3 of these teams realistically just could have been PBC champions and still could. I don't know if I mentioned, in the situation in which Lander was to win both games and Augusta loses to USCA, it would be a 3-way tie, and Lander with the seed, with the tiebreakers, would get the 1 seed and the PBC tournament. However, there would be 3 different regular season co-champions. It would be Augusta, Flagler, Lander. A very important thing to know, how even these teams have been throughout the year. Not even at the moment, though. Lander up 6-3, also up 2-1. And Lena Savalio still serving for the Bearcats. Bit errant on that one. Into the net. It's going to be a point for Flagler. Now serving for Flagler, Fitzpatrick. Miller, Savalio, and Miller there to save it. Gets it over. Backwards, blocked by Miller, but she just can't get it back over the net. I think that was Rank with the hit. I will wait to see my score. Fitzpatrick cooking a little too hard on that one. Puts it over. Now serving, PBC Player of the Year, Katie Miller. I should say reigning, I apologize. Oh, Carson Browning, meeting at the net. Oh, and at the back line, it's hard to get a feel for how to hit the ball. And Bloom just missed it a little bit. I think she let it come down a little bit too long. So Miller will serve again. Bloom receiving. Sheedy keeping it up. Middlebrooks hitting, received by Miller. Pushed out to Willard. Clancy receiving it. Cheek with an excellent pass. And a beautiful little tip. Carson Browning having herself a night. And that time, just a bit errant from Miller. Puts it out. Service error, Katie Miller. Now serving, number 10, Schwantz. Cheek down to get it. Pushed out Willard. Willard with the kill. Riley Willard with an excellent hit. Showing that this Lander attack is multi-pronged, multi-faceted. I don't know what I just said, but I do know what I just saw. Lena Savalio with a beautiful diving save. Sheedy, though, out to Dix Rank. And Rank put back. Lander is really taking control. Up 11-6 in this do or die for Flagler, fourth set. Locke putting it a bit too far out of play. Point Flagler. Clancy to serve. Savalio putting it up. Willard. Willard gets deflected at the net. But Flagler can't save it, and that's a point for Lander. Now serving, Sam Allward. Received by Schwantz. And a beautiful tip, but an even better save by Allward. Flagler gonna go again. Allward can't keep that one up. That's Fleming. Allward giving her absolute all, but just can't keep it up. Serving out Sheedy. Received by Miller. Willard kept up by Bloom. And Miller saving the back set. Blocked at the net. Savalio. Put up, somebody's got to get it over. They do. Sheedy, though, Hit! Oh! Grace C. Fleming! Lander doing everything they can to save the ball. But it's just not enough in the end. All work. And Katie Miller, not used to seeing her miss those. Little too high. Ball out. Sheedy having a good run here has brought Flagler back within 2. Lander 12, Flagler 0. I think they're going to check the ball really quickly. Yes, they are. Bit of what we would call a mini timeout. Not a timeout given to either team, but, you know, got to check the balls, make sure that they're good. I'm not entirely sure why. It seemed that maybe they saw something on the ball. I think that's what it was, is he thought the ball was a bit too, wet, too shiny. And the ball being wet can obviously really impact this game, so we want to make sure that that does not happen. But the refs deem it good to go, and we're off again. All work. Savalio. Willard. And somehow kept alive. And again, Sheedy somehow kept alive. Lander gearing up again. Tagler, Clancy there to save it. Sheedy puts it out to Bloom with the tip. Lander ready for it. Willard, kill. Right through Schwantz's hands. Back into serve, Quinn Butler. Received by Bloom. Fleming deflected the line. Savalio keeps it up. Miller kept in play though. Flagler not really getting a great hit out of it, but Miller getting a great hit out of that one. Kill for Katie Miller. Pushed out. What a hit. Cassidy Bloom putting it right where no one can reach it. That's going to be Bloom 8th kill of the night. She's having herself a little game. Kept alive by Butler. Miller going to put it over. And blocked by Miller, but blocked directly into the pole. That's going to be a point for Flagler, who has battled back to make this game Lander 14, Flagler 12. 2-point game, serving is Bloom. Received and pushed out. Katie Miller. I think the Lander team asking for a deflection, but they're not going to get it. Out of play. Flagler with the point. And laying out for it is Allward. And then Miller managing to keep it alive. Savalio putting it over. Sheedy up. And deflected. And that's a kill for Flagler. Timeout Lander. Flagler having battled back here. We're tied 14-14 in this massive, massive set. Fourth set. It is 2-1 Lander. This is the do or die for Flagler. If Flagler loses this one, we'll go home. And we'll meet back tomorrow in a do or die game. If Flagler wins, we'll go to the fifth set. And then if Flagler wins again, many, many things could happen. Looking at the stats, Flagler with 43 kills and 17 attacking errors. Lander has 48 kills, but 19 attacking errors. And that's a question. If Lander doesn't, I mean, even if you do the math, you take away 2, that's 2 points. Lander would be up by 2 right now. Very, very important, these stats. If you can't tell, I'm a stat guy. Another stat, Katie Miller, 22 kills. Middlebrooks with 9. Bloom with 8. Carson Browning with 8. We just have kills galore here. And I keep harping that this is just such a great game. You know, please stay tuned, keep watching. We're back in here. Allwort receives. Savalio puts it back. Tagler gets blocked, but blocked out of bounds. Lander going to take the lead back. And now serving Imi Cheek. Imi Cheek with that beautiful ace earlier in this set. Cheek, I think a lot of the energy of this team, this Lander team, received, set, hit. What a pass. What? I mean, that right there was just picture perfect volleyball. That is what you get taught when you're young and you're learning the game. Douche. And Sava. Woo-wee! Lena Savalio. Setting it into the back corner and giving Lander the lead back. Received by Bloom. Sheedy back to Dixon. And Dixon tying it back up with a massive kill. Subbing in to serve, number 0, Fitzpatrick. She does have an ace. One of only 2 for Flagler. The other person, Bloom. Cheek receives. Pushed out to Miller. Blue manages to keep it up. Pushed out to Middlebrooks. Cheek, though, the equal. Miller. Oh, my goodness. Miller with a great tip. Fitzpatrick lays out for it, but can't quite reach it. Point Lander taking the lead back by 1 and serving Katie Miller. Great save. Great serve and save. And Middlebrooks, oh, Middlebrooks, beautifully placed on the back line, hits just in, point, Flagler. Schwench now in to serve. Savalio out to Browning. And Browning puts it a little out. This is going to be Flagler's first lead of this set. Schwantz to serve again. Cheek keeps it up. Pushed out to Miller. Blocked, but Cheek with a beautiful save. Oh, but put back. Cheek absolutely laying out for that one. A beautiful save. And Flagler trying to pull away here. Clancy down on the ground. Bloom. But Savalio manages to get there in time. Cheek. Savalio just going to put in the back corner. Kept alive. Sheedy. Rank falling out of the court. And just overhit Carson Browning. Lander had a man advantage. And I think Lander, timeout. Catherine Rank went up for the backward set and spike play and just lost her balance, tumbling into the ref's position. Seems to be up and okay, though. That's good. Don't want her to get hurt. Don't want anyone to get hurt. But Lander not able to take advantage. Browning putting it into the far back. Lander, who at times during this had leads, including, I want to say, a 5 or 6 point lead, have allowed Flagler to take a 3-point lead. Flagler only 5 away from sending this to the almighty 5th set. If you have nothing to do after this volleyball game, tune in to Lander men's basketball. First game of the season. But that is for later. For now, we are watching one of the best sports and two of the best teams to play the sport. Still serving, Schwantz. Doing a great job here serving. Miller receives. Savalio puts it up. May tipped at the line by Rank. Manages to get it over. Willard, hard hit. Clancy able to match it though. Oh! Cassidy Bloom. An excellent pass by Sheedy. And an even better hit by Bloom. Cheek to Savalio, who keeps it in. Miller, oh, kept alive. Oh, and that is just heartbreaking for Lander. Miller with an excellent hit. Browning blocked. Manages to get it back over, but then just spiked back. Cheek, Savalio keeps it in. Browning. Bloom. Oh my goodness, Cassidy Bloom is taking control. Multiple kills in a row. Cassidy Bloom. Savalio out to Willard. And Flagler 1 point away from forcing the 5th set. Lander trying to hang on. Cheek. Savalio. May again. And blocked. Oh my gosh, what a block. Catherine Rank. And we're going to go to the 5th set. 3 minutes on the clock. We will be back after these advertisements. the pinnacle of sports. Game 7, World Series, Super Bowl, and the 5th set of a volleyball game. We only go to 15 on these. 15 hard-fought, beautiful points. And with the way this is setting up to be, this is going to be a photo finish for one of Lander or Flagler. Who will come out victorious? Flagler trying to knock Lander out of the conversation for the number 1 seed and hosting of PBC Conference Championships. There's nothing more to say, nothing more to do than play it point by point for each team and see who comes out on top. Lander will get to serve. It's going to be Quinn Butler to take it. This is it. And starting off hot, Cassidy Bloom going up, and Tegler, her equal at the net. Received by Schwantz. Pushed out, Bloom again, blocked by Tegler again. Back out, Bloom puts it up a bit higher that time. Tegler with the hit, saved by Schwantz. And that's going to be a double hit. Sheedy trying to get it over the net. Couldn't on the first try, and obviously you can't hit it twice. Lander quickly out to a 2-0 lead. Butler, dirty serve. Sheedy manages to save it. Up for Bloom. Cheek trying to keep it in. Savalio diving to get it, but they can't quite keep it in. First point for Flagler, and now serving. Bloom. She's been the star here the last few sets for Flagler. Savalio. Miller and Sheet combining to put it over. Sheedy up for Dixon. Blocked by Tegler. Oh no! I think that ball was going out, but Dixon, looking like a soccer player, heads it straight up in the air. Hopefully she's okay. But we move on. Emmy Cheek now to serve. Bloom receives. Sheedy out. Middlebrooks. Allward with a wry smile. Not much you can do about that one. Excellent hit by Middlebrooks. And I think that's the key here for both teams. Finding your stars. One of Middlebrooks or Bloom have to take over control of your Flagler. And Katie Miller. Oh my Lord. Beautiful ace. Dush. Putting it where there's no Lander players. They've tied it up 3-3. Lander can't let Flagler get away. Kept up, Savalio. And that is who I'm talking about. Katie Killer Miller. Now serving, Lena Savalio. Lander up one. Kept up by Bloom. Sheedy pushes it out. Middlebrooks just demolished that ball. Looking like Cody Bellinger in the 2018 NLCS. Those that know, know. Yes, Braves fan, I'm crying with you. Fitzpatrick now to serve. Receive. Pushed out. Katie Miller. Almost automatic with it. Kept up. Middlebrook's going to hit this and just mishits it. And Lander with a 2-point lead now. Miller back to serve once more. The best server on the team. This is who you want serving if you're Lander. Miller with the air. Schwantz with the serve. Cheek with an excellent pass. And Browning hit it hard, but Schwantz was the equal. Tip over, Savalio there. Browning again. Browning opting to just take it easy. Willard. And hit the pole. Willard's hit the pole, out of play. Flagler draws level. This is getting good. Schwantz, Cheek receives. And Lander somehow manages to keep it. Rank. Savalio going to settle under it. Puts it back. Katie Miller. Blocked at the line. Miller saves it again. Savalio. This is back and forth. Rank. Oh! Rank with the kill. And Flagler takes its first lead of the 5th set. Timeout, Lander. This game, too close for comfort. Flagler 7, Lander 6. Remember, the 5th set, all we go to is 15. This is not 25. If you're Lander, you can't afford Flagler to get any higher and any farther away than they currently are, really, realistically. This is where you have to lean on your superstars. This is where you have to lean on your PBC Player of the Year. This is where you lean on Katie Miller. Cheek down to receive. Out to Browning. And that's Browning tying it up for Lander. And to serve, Krista Locke. I'm getting antsy. I might have to stand up. Kept in by Schwantz. Rank. Was it touched? And oh, Flagler screaming bloody murder, saying it got hit at the net. All 3 refs agree. No, it did not. Gonna switch sides here, as you do in the 5th set. Flagler screaming on that last play that it was tipped at the net. I could not see. I cannot tell. It was such a quick thing. I'm not entirely sure. But it does not matter because it was ruled to be out. And the ref's ruling is the ref's ruling. And she said it was out. Lander is going to take the 8-7 lead. Tegler and Willard meeting it at the net. Up for Browning. Carson Browning! Carson Browning makes this 9-7 Lander. Put across. And that's a net violation. Net violation, Flagler. Lander up 3. Timeout, Flagler. Lander storming to a 3-point lead. Here we are, Lander 10, Flagler 7. Do or die for both sides. Lock to serve. Bloom. Rank, hard hit. Kept alive by Savalio. Browning puts it across. Fitzpatrick. And that's Cassidy Bloom. Oh my gosh, blocked by Tegler. And that's out! What a rally for Lander! What a rally for Lander! Blocked by Tegler. Lock. Kept alive by Clancy. Clancy to Bloom. Oh my! Browning and Tegler blocked it again. And Cassidy Bloom may be letting the moment get to her a bit. Yellow card shown. Cassidy Bloom. I don't know what she said, but I think it was the celebration. I think she maybe said something on the celebration, which is understandable in the heat of the moment. Big time point. But you can't do that. Ref giving a yellow. And listen to the fans in here. Clancy serve, received by Willard. Up, Tegler, kept alive, pushed out, Bloom, out of play. Lander 12, Flagler 8. This is where the mighty be might. Sam Altwert in. This arena is buzzing. Allward with the serve, set by Sheedy. Bloom deflected, and Miller was able to get there. Willard with the hit, and Willard with the kill! Timeout, Flagler. Lander 13, Flagler 8. I apologize for the voice cracking. I am trying my absolute best to keep my voice and to be able to scream at the top of my lungs. But as the saying goes, when the going gets tough, you gotta get a little bit tougher. And Lander has been the epitome of that in this fifth set. Flagler has punched them in the mouth multiple times in a row, and Lander has had the ability to get up off the canvas and punch back. Senior night. We have two seniors on the floor. Alyssa Tegler, Katie Miller. The fans are on their feet. Sam Altwert has the ball in her hands, 13-8, 2 points away. Bit of confusion on the game balls. And we're now ready to play. Sheedy, Bloom, blocked at the net. Katie Miller, oh, and a collision, but they managed to save it. Blocked at the net. Cheek dive, Miller dive. Point, Flagler. Lander 13, Flagler 9. Serving number 16, Sheedy. Miller hits it back a bit. Cheek just trying to get as far as she can. She does. Savalio, Clancy, Sheedy, Bloom, all work there. Savalio pushes it out. Willard hits it. Clancy, it's equal. Bloom, hit, net, in. What a block. Blocked at the net. Lander 1 point away. Quinn Butler now to serve. This is it. Match point. Butler with the serve. Kept up by Schwantz. Bloom gets it over. Tagler. Savalio. Oh, premature. Oh! Savalio! What a play! What a game! Oh my gosh, have you ever seen anything like this? Drink it in! Lander keeps its hopes for the 1 seed alive. We will be back here again tomorrow. Lander and Flagler. I don't think I can say much more outside of the ending of that. So all I'm going to say is, go Bearcats. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. Have a great night.